Good morning, everyone. It's crunch time.
It's true. That's the time of crunch.
I hit it. There we go.
It said, no, you didn't. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I was in the bathroom. But now I'm not. Although, I don't have any toast or coffee.
Your toast,
so I have to go get it.
Upstairs.
So I'm going to be gone anyway. So, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
How's everyone doing this morning? We still don't have furniture if you didn't see Twitter, because Stephen was tweeting to IKEA on Tuesday or Wednesday in our frustration on not getting our furniture. So we'll talk about what happened with that once Stephen gets upstairs, because it's quite the story of what happened and what the lady was saying to me on the phone. So I'm just gonna read some alerts while we're waiting on Steven. Captain Explodey Pants subscribed to Tier 1. These are all from the other day. Aradesh 2, you can tell I haven't had coffee because I can't read anything. 3K subscribed to Tier 1. Just Stream and Bra subscribed to Tier 1. Someone said you should have just bought or rented a truck and driven there. Well, hindsight's 2020, and we did that before last time we needed furniture. And it was the same price to rent a truck as it was for delivery. And we didn't think, we were gonna have to wait this long and that it was going to be this bad. So, looking back, we can be like, oh yeah, we should have just gotten the box truck and driven the 7-hour round trip drive to Charlotte, but we thought we were saving time by having it just show up to our house, and then we wouldn't have to. Thomas, I can read fine with my contacts. I can see everything with contacts. And we didn't want to bother Roland because he just helped us move, and he just helped someone else move, and there's a lot going on at the store right now, so we were like, no, that's not fair. So, oh well. Jackson Lee Gaming subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you, Jackson Lee. Oh yeah, this is where they start for today. This is why we have Roland though. Yeah, but he has a lot on his plate right now. We didn't want to impose too much. Oh my gosh. That was very dry.
Are you reading alerts?
I started to.
Oh,
I got through the ones from the other day. I didn't start today's.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
I was just answering some questions about the furniture, but I didn't tell the whole story. I answered why we didn't use Roland and why we didn't get a box truck.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason we didn't get box trucks...
Because we just thought it would show up and we would save 7 hours of driving.
Yeah, well, the reason we didn't get box trucks, easy.
Yeah.
It's the same price.
Mm-hmm. Well, not counting gas.
Well, counting gas.
Was it?
Yeah, it's about the same price. And like, if it's the same price to go spend an entire day and use an entire day of your very valuable time, and go get it, or just have it show up at your door, like, which one would you do? Show up at your door. So that's what we opted for, and it just never happened. So yeah, and then we didn't use Roland because it was, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I mean, you have to pay Roland because one, I feel bad, and then you'd have to cover his gas.
Well, I was saying he has a lot on his plate right now.
And then also he's busy too. So like, no matter how you slice it, it's gonna come out to the same. Like, it's gonna come out to the same price.
Someone said, think of all the time you've wasted waiting on delivery. Yeah, but how are we supposed to know that?
Yeah, we don't know that. There's an assumption that when you do a thing and it says that they're gonna do this for you, that it's actually gonna happen. Obviously, you can't like step back from that situation and be like, well, you should have known. It's like, well, there's no way to know that. Yeah, it's been unfortunate. to be honest. But we're getting through it.
And see, I heard Costco's delivery sucks. And Costco showed up just fine and was perfect, so...
Well, the thing is, you're going to have different experiences no matter what.
Uh-huh.
No company's going to be perfect 100% of the time. No company's going to be terrible. Well, I guess there's companies that could be terrible 100% of the time.
Lindsay ordered stuff when she moved into her new place, and Lindsay had no problems whatsoever. Everything showed up. I think it showed up early.
Yeah, and Lindsay doesn't live terribly far from here, so it's the same delivery company. And it was fine.
Yeah.
That was fine. She didn't have any problems, so it's not like it can't be good, you know. But in our particular situation, we've been...
Brendan says IKEA delivery is contracted delivery. I wouldn't be surprised if Costco does the same thing. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Because they showed up on a rental truck when they brought our Costco stuff.
Anyway, I'm gonna quickly read some of these things, and then we'll tell you the full story. And if you're just joining us and you haven't heard this furniture thing,
saga,
we'll recap quickly on the parts that you've missed. I got a sub from Toaster Wolf 99. Thank you, Toaster Wolf. 100 bits from Zephyrantha. Thank you, Zephyrantha. A 5-month sub from Daku Derp. A 9-month sub from Mike Capella. 9 months, woo! Twitch, baby. That should be the sound effect specifically on 9 months. Is you just hear a brief, like, and everyone's like, what?
Chaz, look what cup I'm using.
7 months sub from Jizak. 7 months already. Time sure flies like the time since Morning Mario 800. Can't wait for Mario Maker 2 and the continuation of Morning Mario. Thank you. I'm excited too. I can't believe that it's in like two or 3 weeks. It's coming up fast, and I need my desk so I can finish setting up my stuff. 8 months up from Ryu. I think I got that right. 3 month sub from Joshua F36. 3 months in a row, 8 total. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that. Get 200 bits from Wizard Scallion. Hi, grandparents. Been having to miss the streams because of summer classes, but I've been enjoying the VODs. Hope all is well for you and the kiddies. Kiddies are doing good. And then we're doing good too. I mean, like, we've had some delivery woes lately, but other than that, can't complain. Things have been good. And we got Banjo-Kazooie!
And Kepler slept between your legs last night, stretched out, like...
I was very uncomfortable last night,
He was stretched out, like, fully, just all the way.
We got a sub from DD Alpha. And a 5-month sub from Vegetable Sorbet. 5 months, whee! Thank you, Vegetable. 8-month sub from Wasprig. Thank you, Wasprig. 200 bits from KRC David. Good morning. Today is my daughter Danica's 7th birthday. She loves watching you guys and is a huge fan of Malmakes. Well, happy birthday, Danica.
Happy birthday.
That's awesome. Yeah, you're inspiring a whole new... as I break your arm, you're inspiring a whole new generation of artists. And that's good. Do that. Art is important. Art is so important. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. 8 months from Sirius Cano. Something, 8 months of toast. That's good. That's about right. We got 100 bits from Mighty Moose 8. Thank you, Mighty Moose. And then also 200 bits from Real Moist Pony. No message, just Real Moist Pony. Thank you all. Let's tell you. So, super quick recap version for those that have not heard the story thus far. We moved. Going back a little bit further. We moved into a different place. It was a forced move because our landlord at the old house was like, I want to live here and you have to move. So we had to move and we got a new place. Fortunately, even though it was super hectic and stressful and anxiety filled, we got a place that ultimately ended up being nicer. As a result, it's also bigger. So there's more room to put more stuff. One of the things you'll notice is that now in the office, I have the couch from our old place, which means we didn't have a couch downstairs. I gave Mal my old desk, so she actually has 2 desks. So we had more space to stretch out. It's really great, but we needed furniture. So we ordered some furniture from IKEA. We actually ordered quite a lot. Notable
small things.
There's a lot of small things,
There's
but
like
still
3 major things.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of things coming.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of small things, but the major things include a new desk for me,
A couch for
a
downstairs.
new couch, which is obviously the biggest thing, is we have a new couch coming. We've got a coffee bar that's going down into the kitchen.
Because we have, like, no counter space or storage in the kitchen.
Well,
so we figured if we did that, we could put the Keurig over there, and I've wanted a coffee bar.
It's not that we don't have storage, it's just that
our
last house, for the goods and bads that it had, like, it had a lot of kitchen cabinet space. Like, gracious, it was a lot. So, Jess says, remember the key to telling a story. Do it in one sentence and then it's done. Wrong. So, that's another thing we're getting is it's a coffee bar, but it really is doubling as a bunch of extra storage space. Yeah. So, in addition to all the little things, we're getting those big things. We're getting some doors for the Billies, for 2 of the Billies.
Yeah.
Mostly to block out the sun to put some games down there. So, put that order in on May 20th, and you can pick your delivery day. So Mal picked June 7th because that was the soonest that it would come up on the thing. And we're like, cool, June 7th. Everything's fine. As the date gets closer, it gets updated and says it's going to be actually the Monday before that. And we're like, is it the Monday before that or the Monday after that?
Before.
Before.
It went to before,
okay,
and then it went to Wednesday, and then it went to Tuesday. That was the 3rd?
Yeah. So it's updating on the thing.
The 4th was the day that it was supposed to come. The first day it was supposed to come.
Yeah. So it keeps updating, and then finally it settles on the 4th, and we're like, okay, all right, cool. So we're going to get it on June 4th. And then...
we never got a call.
Yeah, we were supposed to get a call the day before. That didn't happen. And then that Thursday was the day before breakfast stream where I had got a phone call the morning before breakfast stream, and it was the delivery service. I thought it was IKEA, but we found out the other day it was actually the delivery service. So the delivery service called us personally, said the name of the guy that was going to be driving the truck, and that he was going to be here on Tuesday.
Definitely for sure on the 11th.
Definitely for sure on Tuesday. And they said he will call you on Monday to confirm what time frame that's going to be.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so he's going to call us. Yes, he's going to call you on Monday. And I said, okay, cool. So on Monday, we did not get a call. And we were obviously a little concerned, but we were like, all right, whatever. So on Tuesday, we waited until the delivery window had closed at 5.
Well, I called right after breakfast stream.
You called... Oh, yeah,
I called...
No, wait, they were supposed to... Were they going to deliver Monday? There's honestly been so many parts of the story now.
No, I called Tuesday after breakfast stream. Because we never got a call. We didn't know if it was coming on the 11th.
Okay, that's right.
So I called, and that's when the guy told me to relax.
Yeah. If you just relax, maybe it'll come. So that was IKEA. We haven't called the delivery service up to this point.
Until Wednesday.
I said up to this point.
Okay.
So the delivery service has called us, but that's it. We've just been in communication with IKEA. So Mal called them Tuesday morning, which was when you were told to relax. And even though
he said, maybe just relax and your furniture might show up today.
So...
And I don't yell. Like, this is as loud as my voice gets.
So anyway, on Tuesday, we wait around. 5 o'clock comes, which is the end of the delivery window. And that is that. So Mal calls them back. And is on the phone with them for like 2 hours.
And that's when I spoke to a good guys, when I called back that afternoon.
And the guy said, looking at it in our system, we actually should have had this stuff out of here by the 31st. So even though we had set our date for the 7th, apparently we should have gotten it as early as the 31st, which would have been 11 days after, which we weren't expecting. I mean, when we did the checkout, it was like, pick a day. Earliest we could do is June 7th, and we were like, cool. That's just when we expected it. And it's understandable for you to get email updates that are like, hey, your date is changing.
Yeah, because of how their delivery works.
Sure, I get it. But it changed so many times, and then it settled on the 4th, and then internally the guy's like, no, actually the 31st. I'm like, okay, whatever. So after Mal was on the phone with that guy, he said, I'm going to call the delivery company. I'm going to get it all straightened out, and I'll be able to give you a date. And I don't want to hear children's music with lyrics. So he was very nice. Took care of Mal, and told her, you know, I'm going to transfer you over to the, what's the name of the department where they like
order finalization or something.
Well, it's like the department where
they also
IKEA has screwed up and they need to make it right. Whatever that department is called, I don't remember now. So, the guy comes back on the phone and says, "I've talked to the delivery company. They said it'll be tomorrow." They said,
and he said, "Here's the name of the person I talked to and their phone number."
Yes. So, that tomorrow was supposed to be Wednesday, which was yesterday.
The 12th.
He said, honestly, he said, make sure you call back in the morning. He said, 9 o'clock, and we'll make sure that this is right. He said, I'm going to transfer you over to the other department. He's like, make sure they take care of you because this is crazy. He said, you should have had your furniture by now. He said, you actually should have had your furniture much earlier. And we're like, cool, sounds good. So they transfer Mal over to the department.
And that lady didn't do anything.
So they transferred Mal over to that other department, and you know, on the phone with that department, they basically said,
call tomorrow morning.
They said call tomorrow morning. They offered to refund.
Nope.
No, that wasn't then?
No. Nope.
Okay, well, I don't know, so you'll have to fill me in.
That lady did nothing on Tuesday night.
I thought that was the people that were... Oh.
Then Wednesday, I called back at 9 a.m., and that's the lady.
Oh, that was when they did the thing.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, so they had told us that we would get... Was the lady on Tuesday night the one that said, I have no idea how he called the...
Yes, that's that lady.
Because after Mal got off the phone Tuesday night with the guy that was like, they're going to bring it tomorrow, make sure you call back at 9 a.m., we'll make sure this happens.
I spoke to so-and-so, yeah, that...
Then she got transferred to a different lady, and that lady's the one that's like, I have no idea how he talked to them.
They're closed.
Because they're closed.
After 5.
And Mal's like...
He gave me a name.
Yeah, I don't know, but we have a name. Anyway, next day, this doggone story. So Wednesday, that was yesterday, for you guys, yesterday. And we wake up, Mal calls right at 9 a.m. because that was when we were told to call. So Mal calls and is on the phone for a while before you are able to actually communicate with folks. When she finally gets a hold of someone, you are told that... Is that when they called the delivery company and they said, actually, it's not going to be today?
That's all that the delivery company told them. Or that's all they told me they said.
Okay. So, after having called, the IKEA rep is like, yeah, it's not going to be today. But, you know...
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. And Mal was like, oh my god, you know, like, there's been so many times now, either on the website or on the phone, you guys have told us, like, tomorrow or whatever. What's going on?
I asked the lady, I said... I mean, she doesn't know I work from home. But I was like, how many days of work do you expect people to miss? Like, this has been 4 days and counting that we've sat around waiting.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you... We're in a fortunate position where we can work from home. But, like, if you weren't working from home, I don't know how you would do this.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that if you're having furniture delivered or whatever, you may have to take a vacation day.
Yeah.
But in this particular scenario... What would you have done? Just continually... You would have eaten through all of your vacation days. I know I said that on Twitter yesterday, but that's the truth. So, you know, the lady told Mal on the phone, you know, we don't promise...
Yeah, she's like, we don't
promise the delivery days. And I'm thinking, well, first off, you've told us a few times.
The website said a day and a window that it was going to get delivered 4 times now, and
like, it's just very... It's very frustrating. So... You know, Mal was frustrated, and she said, well, I can refund... Half of your delivery fee. So...
I'm like, you can, but, you know, we're not happy about it.
I mean, so they did. So they refunded half of the delivery fee. And given the amount of trouble, I kind of expected them to refund the full delivery fee, but, like, whatever. They refunded half. So after that, Mal asked for the delivery company's phone number.
Even though I had it from the guy last night, I wanted to make sure it was the same.
So she asked for that and got the phone number so she could just call the delivery company themselves. Because IKEA is not very helpful. IKEA's like, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Relax. So, because of that, Mal had the number, so she called them herself. Delivery people were very nice and were actually able to give real information. Mm-hmm. They did not say maybe tomorrow. They said that actually the furniture had been on the truck
and
out for delivery, and it would have been delivered. It would have been delivered yesterday, Wednesday, but the truck broke down. And our nearest IKEA is Charlotte,
which is like 3.5 hours.
And then the next one is Atlanta, which is like 5 to 6 hours, and the nearest distribution center is apparently Savannah. So this stuff is coming, and it gets sent to Atlanta. So this stuff is coming from Atlanta. It's like 5 or 6 hours away. So when the truck breaks down, you're not going to get it that day. And you're not going to get it tomorrow because they're only making those trips like once a week.
Areas, like on Mondays they come here. On Tuesdays they may go to Charleston.
Exactly. So by the truck breaking down yesterday, that delays our stuff for basically another week. And the lady told us from the delivery company, she said, yeah, it should have been today, but the truck broke down.
And she was very nice and helpful. She
said what's going to happen is you're probably going to get a call Friday to confirm a time for probably Monday or Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
And Brandon's right. The truck broke down is much better than maybe tomorrow.
It's true. And like the thing is, IKEA continually just was like, "Urgh." And at least by going directly to the source, they could be like, it's going to be this day. And I'd rather hear it's going to be this day.
Then we don't know if it's going to be tomorrow.
I think the thing that's frustrating is that
we've needed to record Walking Dead, and we're wondering if it's going to show up.
Yeah, I mean, like on one hand, we do work at home, which has made it convenient, but we actually have legitimate IKEA. Arguably better than IKEA getting attacked by Peggy. Yeah, I mean, like, so we do work from home, but also we have put that off.
Yeah.
Because we're worried that we're going to be in the middle of something. Like, if it's the Nintendo Direct, that's one thing. You can pause it.
Yeah.
But, like, The Walking Dead is something that you can't really pause it in the middle of it, So that's a good example of something that we've been like, oh, crap, I guess we'll just wait.
And it's also frustrating because, like, I mean, we have everything Paul needs to be here, but, like, we don't have a couch for us to sit on and play games or anything.
And, I mean, when we ordered everything on May 20th, I was sure that, like, by now we would have a couch, and the fact that we don't is wild.
Yeah.
But anyway, I sent out that tweet yesterday, and IKEA reached out to me. Well, their social media team was like, hey, DM us information. So I did, and they basically repeated what I'd heard before of, like, the truck broke down, which is actually interesting because IKEA on the phone didn't tell us that.
No, they just said maybe tomorrow.
They just said maybe tomorrow. But IKEA's social media team was like, the truck, we've talked to the delivery company, the truck broke down, otherwise you were supposed to get it. It should be early next week. And they basically said, we're going to make this right for you. Just when you finally get the stuff, please message us back, and, we'll go from there. That way we'll know exactly how long the delay was and everything. And I was like,
if it was all there, and if it was all in one piece.
That's the other thing I'm starting to get worried about now, is that, for one, it's been a while, but then the other thing is that, like, God, what if we don't have everything?
Like, the coffee bar has a glass top, and those doors for the Billy are half glass.
Yeah, what if something rights? Like, I think that's my biggest fear now, is after having gone through all of this, to get to this point, and then, like, something's broken and being like, okay.
Now you gotta send us a new thing.
Yeah, like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So, Padawan Becca might be just joining us. Do they not have site-to-store pickup? They do, but our nearest store is 3.5 hours away. So
7 hours.
It's 7 hours. And the stuff we're picking up requires a box truck, which means we would have to rent a box truck. So, again, the cost of renting and driving the box truck 7 hours round trip is the same price as the delivery fee. So we might as well just have it delivered. Yeah. Anyway, so I think that's the
The end of the story for now.
I think that's the end of the story for now. And like it was a fairly big order. I don't expect them to be like everything's on the house or anything. Honestly, I don't really even expect them to cover the cost of the stuff. But I don't think that we should be paying the delivery fee at this point.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like, the delivery fee is for things being delivered, presumably
on time.
On time. You know, if I would have been able to see the future and known this, I would have rented the box truck because we would have had our stuff by the end of May. Mm-hmm. You know, so like, I don't know. I'm gonna see what they're planning to do. But right now we don't have stuff, and you know, we should have stuff early next week. After Paul is gone. Not ideal, but we're working about it. We're working around it. Anyway.
Just relax.
Just relax. Chess says, all right, let's not talk about IKEA anymore for the rest of the stream. Deal. And I want to basically not talk about IKEA for like a hot minute. Maybe next breakfast stream we'll have our stuff and we'll talk about it, but I don't want to even think about it for a while. Okay, so now that that's happened, let me quickly get through these things. We've got... Why do I keep doing mini burps?
I don't know.
They just keep happening. Get 100 bits from Toaster Wolf 99. Thank you, Toaster Wolf. Get a sub from Gogways, Go 96. I try. 4 months from Griffman 13. Thank you, Griffman. 9 months from Ann B. Walsh. There's my resub button. Yay for triple plus. Anybody else think that the new Zelda game should be called Death of the Wild? What's the opposite of breath? Choke? Choke of the Wild. Maybe not that. Congrats on triple plus. And thank you. 500 bits from Phantom SVT. Here's to you guys moving again before your IKEA furniture arrives. Anyway, glad to catch just a little bit of your stream. Good luck to you all. Thank you, Phantom. I think we're nearing the end of this story arc. I think we'll have it next week. 4 months from Generic Juicebox. I hate that when you genuinely compliment someone's mustache and then suddenly she's not your friend anymore. Aww. Thank you, Generic. 700 bits from Slampile. Finally, I've made it to the beginning of a breakfast stream. You did it! You made it to the beginning, which honestly is something that people have a hard time with.
It's early.
It is early. It's much easier to show up like half an hour in, so thank you for being here. Thank you for the bits. 510 bits from Cormand. So glad I can catch the stream. Missed Tuesday's. So glad I could catch the stream. Missed Tuesday stream, so I could get my learner permit for driving. Congratulations. I can still remember that. Not yours. Like, I can still remember when I was watching you learn to drive. Mine. It feels like not that long ago.
Yeah.
And did you know that I've now been driving for more than half of my life?
I know.
I really wish I knew the amount of time logged. I bet it's more than a year. I bet it's more than a year of my life in a car. And it's great. I love it. And then the Peggy alert came from, we win. Someone summoned JK. Not going to do it again. But Peggy feels for you. Here are some bits for compensation for what you are going through. Hope everything works out and it arrives soon. That is what I'm hopeful for. Thank you, we win. I appreciate it. All right, so
coffee.
Thanks for reminding me that I have not taken a sip of my coffee. I think it's still hot. Oh. That's one thing about coffee. If you don't drink it, there's more of it. It stays hotter. Physics, maybe. Is that physics?
That's like thermal regulation.
Thermal regulation physics. 300 bits from Slam Pile. Causes for missing stream. 1, it's at 10 in the morning. 2, work. Reasonable things. Reasonable reasons to miss the stream. And then 200 bits from Umbreon Studios. Good morning, Stephen Mao. Good morning, Umbreon.
Thermodynamics. Thank you.
Thermodynamics. It is physics. It's actually chemistry. Thermodynamics. Is thermodynamics physics or chemistry? I don't know.
Carly would know.
Carly would. Well, Carly got all the brains. She knows about all that stuff.
Carly does have all the brains, yes.
She's got all them brains.
The science brains.
science. She's got all them brains. I like to say it that way, them brains, as if like, she's stolen others.
Maybe
brains.
she has.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, come down off of that. We took a good portion of the breakfast stream to discuss all of that, but now it's out there and everyone is on the same page. I'm gonna run them beans. Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Malmakes. Thank you to our Patreon supporters and then also our Patreon producers. If you'd like to learn more, there's websites or it's in the chat. So many beans.
Lots of beans.
So many beans. Which also makes me want to drink coffee.
Is it good coffee?
It is good coffee, thank you. Alright. So.
We gotta go to Home Depot after this today.
Yeah, let's talk about some other home improvement stuff. Welcome to the Home Improvement Stream! Where I was thinking Ted Turner. Tim the Toolman Taylor. That's what I meant to say. Not Ted Turner. Very different people, actually.
So, we bought toilet paper holders.
We discussed that in the previous breakfast stream. How the house, very strangely, did not come
have
with
any.
No toilet paper rolled holders. And the previous two tenants did not install them, and there's no signs of them installing them, which is insane.
Yeah.
How do people live here without whatever? So, Mal installed one last night.
Yeah.
And
they are harder than I thought they'd be.
It was a little more difficult than she thought it would be.
Well, there was no directions. And when I looked up directions, they were like, oh, just use the paper template to know where to drill the holes. And there was no paper template. So, then I had to look up a video. And then I got it right. And then I learned. And then as I was doing the very last screw into the wall, I broke the drill bit. So now we need a new drill bit.
Yeah, I know that there's non-mounted toilet paper rolled holders.
We don't want those.
I just don't want them.
No.
I don't want something on my floor. Get off of my floor. Get onto my walls. That's what I've always said about everything.
And they were like $2 on Amazon, so we got them there.
Yeah. This holder as in where the toilet paper sits near the toilet. Yeah, the thing that holds it onto the wall.
The springy and you put...
Yeah. House strangely had none of those and no sign of them ever being installed.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I guess that theoretically both groups of people that previously lived here could have been cool with the floor ones, you know. I'm not going to go... Thomas says, oh God, we're back to... I'm not going to get into this deep today. But, just saying, I still think it's really weird. But it doesn't matter now because we've been installing...
one of them, and then the drill bit broke.
Yes.
And someone said, how does it break? Sometimes they do, especially if you have a very, like, tiny one, like the one I was using. I was just drilling some pilot holes because I was putting it into the stud, so...
So now, we gotta go get a drill bit so we can install that.
And curtains.
We'll
Thankfully, our curtains came from Amazon, but not the curtain rods. Those are IKEA.
Just duct tape them up there. It'll be fine. Yeah, it's been an unusual set of circumstances lately, but that's all right. It's mostly fine. 200 bits from Ella Tyler. Everything is physics. Everything? Slampile thinks it's thermochemistry for 100 bits. I actually don't know because I don't know anything. I didn't have physics. I barely had chemistry.
Physics were optional at my school.
They were optional at mine.
Chem and bio were mandatory.
Same. But I didn't have physics.
Yeah.
And I don't even... I remember seeing some upperclassmen when I was younger do physics and being like, oh, that's really neat. And then getting to that stage and then not doing physics and it not being... It wasn't offered, actually, by the time I was in 12th grade. We did... what did we do instead? Biology 2? I think we did, like, more biology or something, which, like... I think physics probably would have been cooler. 500 bits from Toaster Wolf 99. Real Moist Pony. I am in no way associated with Real Moist Pony. People just like to hear me say the word moist. Or real pony. I don't know. Runs the gamut. Either way, Toaster Wolf, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. 200 bits from Audoodle. So Coliseum 3 is going to be in South Carolina again, right? So we can do Insane in the Kep music. I had a dream the other night. I posted a tweet about it if anyone didn't see. I had a dream where, in the dream, Kep our cat, is sitting on a stool, and Carlos,
Insane in the Rain music,
is playing the current music? Yeah.
Yes.
Was walking around Kepler on the stool, like playing the saxophone. And it was a very bizarre dream, but it was a video. I remember the reason I found out about this. I was looking at YouTube, and it was called "Insane in the Kep," and I was like,
"Look at Brandon. Links to Twitter."
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Brandon. So like, I was like, what is this video? And like, I didn't know it happened, and I was like, wow, how did he do that? Kep's in here, and then I look, and Kep's not here, and it's like, what? So I posted this, and Carlos responded to the tweet and was like, this doesn't have to stay a dream.
You saw my Kepi Mongo that I did?
Yes.
Oh, I worked so hard on that.
So, anyway, I'm not withholding information here. I just legitimately don't know. We do not know if Coliseum 3 will be in South Carolina again. It's just way too early for that to have been discussed. That's something that we probably won't even know until, I would bet, early next year.
And MC didn't even say for sure if there's going to be another one. He said there probably will, but he wouldn't say any more than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing. Is like, we don't actually know. I can't imagine we wouldn't have another one based on the success of the previous two, but we can't confirm it because we don't know, and we don't know the location. But I hope, really hope.
Yeah.
400 bits from Tokenute. My weekly donation to get Banjo and Smash. Wait, he's already there? Then I guess it's for an upset grandma who should never be mad. Soon everything will be okay. Also, how about that Banjo? I know that that all happened after our last breakfast stream, but I also we released our reactions onto Stephen Plays. So if you haven't seen that, you should watch that. Like, I know there was a few people in the chat that were like, Banjo, and I was like, well, you can watch how we actually responded to that. It's on Stephen Plays, and the hero in Dragon Quest is super cool too. It really is. In an alternate era. In an alternate timeline in my life where I have a little more time, I'm currently playing through Dragon Quest XI because I enjoyed the first 20 so much. I think that would be a fun game to actually play through. So, yeah, I'm excited about both of them. And we still get 2? Joker, Hero, Banjo. Yeah, we still get 2 more characters. Who are they gonna be? I mean, one of them's Gino, but who's the other one? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. One of them may not be Gino. Duster and Gino. All right, I guess we're good then. Toku, thank you for the bits. Also got 400 bits from Slampile. Bold of you to assume the previous tenants used toilet paper. It's gonna be a yikes from me, Chief. Ugh. Yeah. God. God. There were some strange marks on the wall when we moved in. Boom and done, and boom and done. Sorry for that visual image. 100 bits for Jack.
Yikes from me.
It's gonna be a yikes from me, Chief. 100 bits from Jennifer Jack. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Also, 100 bits from Squid Baconator. 201 bits from We Win. The topic is taught in both chemistry and physics, but they both approach thermodynamics very differently. Take it from a teacher who taught both physics and currently chemistry. There you go. The truth was, there wasn't a wrong answer. I mean, there was. It's just, it wasn't chemistry or physics. Like, a wrong answer would have been like, automotive repair. VCR repair, or get your degree. Do they still run those commercials, or is that like... Or is that only in the era of, like, the Sears commercial, where You'll call today. You'll call now. I'll call now. Let's just talk about old commercials all day. 200 bits from Beans for Valve. Physics person here. I literally have to take a class called Statistical Mechanics and Thermodynamics. It's physics and chemistry topic. It's a physics and chemistry topic. So again, confirming it's physics and chemistry. Yeah, I hate to admit that I know very little about lots of things. But yeah, I just that part of school, it really didn't stick all that well. TBH.
See, it did for me, except chem, because all we did was balance equations.
Wait, you just said you didn't take physics.
No, I took physics.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't take physics.
I did take physics. It was optional.
I thought you said it was optional and you didn't take it.
You had to take bio and chem, and then you had to take another physics class, or not, another science class, and I decided on physics and astrophysics. I wanted more science.
That's neat. Yeah, we science is pretty. I learned more about science once I left high school, but that's fairly reasonable. Yeah, I was never great at math, and still am not super great at math. But I can do quick, like the short equations, real fast. I can do that for some reason. Otherwise, my big thing was spelling.
You were a good speller.
Good spelling, and I'm actually fairly good at English. It's just don't ask me to write a formal paper, or Alex will drive here from Birmingham and punch me in the face. It's just the way it is. 8-month sub from Halberdier V2. Hey Stephen and Mal, loved your Nintendo Live reaction. Thanks Halberdier. It was fun. It was a good direct. It was E3 as a whole was not that bad. There's been better ones in the past, I think, but Microsoft's conference wasn't really all that bad. I think it was pretty average. Nothing terrible. Nintendo's was good. Nintendo's is pretty good, and you know, you're obviously going to do good the minute that you reveal Banjo-Kazooie. Like, doing pretty good there. I got 100 bits from Tomfoolery Live. Way too excited for the Breath of the Wild sequel. We gotta play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Gotta do that. It's still on the list of things to do. Mm-hmm. It's not like we're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's just we've been busy. Once I get caught back up on things and finally finish up Fallout, and our lives kind of dissolve into a peace and tranquility, then I think that'll be about the time that we finally jump into that. Rian74 resubscribes 8 months. Happy 8 months again. I think you should LP Dragon Quest 11. It's a long game. It's like 60-something hours. I don't know what the likelihood of me doing that is, but I do encourage people to give it a shot. Because it's fun and colorful, and it feels very... Well, it's Dragon Quest, so it feels very much like an RPG of RPGs. It's a lot of... I don't know. Thomas is streaming it. Oh, well, there you go. I didn't know that. Thomas is streaming Dragon Quest 11? I had no idea. Okay. Well, if you want to watch Thomas stream it, twitch.tv/TSJonte. He's doing it. Come watch Todd on his journey. Because I think folks should play it. I don't think that I'll realistically have time to get around to it, based on the immense amount of other things that there's things that I need to accomplish. Oh, horrible. But if you want to watch it, Thomas will do it. Mm-hmm.
Good.
It is. Anyway.
Yeah.
E3's over.
Uh-huh.
I hate to say I'm happy, but I'm really happy because I have other things to do. Wanted to talk about the next vlog, April 9th, which sounds sad because that was 2 months ago. It's good. I'm really happy with it. It will be out, barring no terrible circumstances, it'll be out today. I finished my first pass last night before bed. We visit the Fushimi Inari Shrine in Kyoto. It's like is it like an hour walk?
That we took? Yeah, it was about an hour.
It's like an hour up to the top of this mountain, and there's these orange gates that you're walking through the entire way. It's gorgeous. It's a good vlog. It's just
we do a lot of other stuff, but that's the majority of the vlog.
The content, like in terms of like just beauty, is really nice. Really like that. DD Alpha asks if we are going to PAX West. Unfortunately, we are not.
We have other things then.
We do have other things then, actually, but yeah, there will. I don't think we're doing any other conventions the rest of the year.
No.
Unfortunately, there's this year been crazy, and there's still other things happening, like other things that are crazy, that are coming up, and there just won't be any time for things.
Sorry.
Sorry for what? Sorry.
Tora Kosama asked, how have your ears been? With the Vertigo?
Pretty good. Pretty good lately. Things have been okay related to like Vertigo and all of that. Every once in a while I'll have an experience of it. Like
It'll hit you.
Yeah, and it comes in weird ways and weird times, but as a whole, I'm way better than I was. I definitely was, suffering actively from it, and that active suffering is gone. Now it's just if I get a spot of it or something from doing something, but I'm
doing better.
Yes, I finally.
People were asking if you felt any of it on the plane.
I don't think so. Which, and I remember a lot of people telling me leading up to it that I would, and I don't think I did. I think I was actually okay on the plane.
I don't remember you really having trouble.
No. My thing now, and I think it scared me enough, is that I keep my head level. Like I don't put your head upside down. There was a part during TRG Coliseum, I don't think it's on camera, I think it was in like off-screen time, where like, I think it was Tyler headbanging to like some music or something. And I remember staring at him and thinking, oh my god, no. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to just violently shake my head. Like that sounds terrifying. Because I would not want to, in any way, shape, or form, trigger that again.
Yeah.
Because it's just absolutely dreadful. So, gonna.
He's young.
Yeah, he's
your grandson.
He still has time. He still has time to get Vertigo. That was a big piece.
Yeah, that was a big bite of toast. the grandfather emote.
Vertigo ain't no joke, man. It is not good. It's very bad. I don't think I've ever felt that sick in multiple ways simultaneously.
Yeah.
I do not want to go back there. We got 200 bits from Means for Valve. An essay is written by Mr. George on a Thursday morning. The English language dies. No one bats an eye. But if Stephen so much as hints to Alex that he's writing formally again, well, someone is going to write the letter. That's a nice callback. Thank you, Beans. All right, Mel.
Yeah.
Our agenda.
9:50.
Our agenda for today. When I end breakfast stream, I'm going to be finalizing the vlog, and then starting that. It doesn't mean it'll be out immediately, because I got to go back through it. I got to check it again. I have to make sure that things are color corrected, stabilized, everything is right. Then it has to be exported. Then it has to be watched. then it can be uploaded.
Uh-huh.
Then it has to be processed. But assuming I start that process early on,
We can go and get a drill bit.
then we can go get a drill bit.
Okay.
And then our agenda today is basically getting things finalized for Paul. Paul's going to be here tomorrow, I think, around noon.
Yep.
And looking forward to seeing him, looking forward to hanging out. Probably might hang out here less.
Because there's no furniture.
Because we don't have a couch. But maybe we'll set up the board game table and focus on playing board games or something. I think that might be fun. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Rip no E3 talk. There's nothing to talk about. Here's the deal. Quick recap of E3 because I saw a few people asking about it in chat. I watched the Microsoft conference and I watched the Nintendo conference. That's what I watched, and I posted my reactions to those on Stephen Plays. So if you're real curious about what I thought, you're gonna have to go watch those. I didn't watch the other things. I've gotten a little bit of information about other ones, but I didn't watch them. You know, I saw the Murder Grandma thing, but I saw it as like a Facebook ad. And like it was funny, but like I did not watch Bethesda. I assumed there would be no Elder Scrolls 6 information. I assumed correctly. They did not talk about it. As I didn't watch Square Enix, I didn't watch Ubisoft, I didn't watch Devolver, I didn't watch any of them. And I feel fine.
Yeah.
I feel fine. Just because, like, there's not enough time in the day, and relegating myself to just watching those two, I think was a much better idea. And I got better information out of those than I think I would have gotten watching Square Enix or whatever. But anyway. Alright. Final bits. Bop-a-da-boop-boop-doop-boo! Existential Joker, 100 bits. There's the final bit, so I gave Existential Joker a little theme song. He's Joker. It's existential. Like a 70s funk beat. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to be back on Tuesday at 9. We might be back with furniture. I don't know. Who's to say? Realistically, we're supposed to be getting a call tomorrow, which means nothing. And then it could be Monday or Tuesday. If it's Monday, we'll be able to talk about it Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, then we will be in anticipation mode on Tuesday morning. I can't wait. Just stop. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. All right, folks. Have a good Thursday. We'll see you on Tuesday.